is watching these things? Who is checking these things? I am a single mother for crying out loud. I pay taxes only to watch these kinds of meetings.
We will not let you sit in these fancy places, sip on expensive things on the very taxes of whoever, that even your comforts are on my shoulders. Stop it. Stop it. You must stop it. It's too much.
Nana Mwafrika is not just an activist. She is a force, a mother, a businesswoman, an unyielding defender of human rights. Her story is one of courage, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to justice. It's a story that's deeply personal, yet universally relevant to anyone who's ever fought against oppression, no matter the cost. Nana's life-changing experiences have shaped her activism, shaped the challenges she confronts, and inspired the powerful message she passionately shares with women rising up against societal oppression. For many, activism starts at an early age, when the world around us feels unfair, and we feel the need to make it right. For Nana, her journey began long before she even realized it would become her life's work.
My name is Nana Namata Anet Mwafrika Mbarikiwa. It's a rather long name, but I'm commonly known as Nana Mwafrika. I also have a title, Nalongo. Nalongo, locally here in Uganda, and particularly in the central, even beyond, is a title you get for having twins. When you get twin children, there is that title you get naturally in the Luganda language, and it's Nalongo. So I am Nalongo Nana Mwafrika. I defend human rights. I am a mother, and I am a businesswoman. For the past, I could say 15 years, I have vocally voiced concerns from my community, concerns where something needs to be said or acted upon. I have been available. My inspiration in activism is, it's not to look any far. I am born into a country like Uganda. I was born into, I think, a dictatorship. This is the 70s. I'm 47 years old. So I'm born around late 77. I'm born into, I think it must have been Amin era, and then have lived almost all my life. Just a few years after that, we have a dictatorship. So what should inspire me here is, I naturally do not like to watch on when injustices are happening. I've been born and raised amidst very many injustices, the ongoings in my country, in my society. They automatically put a role. It's like a moral obligation to stand and try to forge ways around, peacefully suggesting options, or, sometimes speaking the language of the unheard, complete protest if I feel like a dialogue doesn't help. So my biggest inspiration, yes, injustices that we are born into, that we are living almost all my youth. My journey as an activist starts at a very, very early stage in my life. In fact, when I was still a young person, I start way back even in school. I do remember myself not liking to witness an injustice and do nothing about it. So from a very early stage, I have always wanted to contribute something positive to any situation that calls for one. Activism is not just a role I play. It's more of identity. I do not see it can be done. Not like to suffer myself, suffer silently. So it's something into. It's Uganda. It's a country where the cry for freedom is almost unending. From all my years as a child, now we are at the height of a full-blown dictatorship. A lot of things get done a way you would wish, can be revised. So, and I'm also a mother. When I look around me, I look at what's going on in my community. I love to have those I've brought onto this earth, my children, to inherit a better place, to live in a better environment than I have. So, witnessing all these atrocities of the current regime inspires me the most. People suffering, corruption unending, where there should be good, well-equipped hospitals. The talk is just corruption. This is taken. This machine is not available because an individual has taken money. The inspiration to do what I do, the inspirations are many. There's simply too many reasons.
Like many activists, Nana's journey has come with its share of sacrifices. She recalls a terrifying encounter where the police violently assaulted her while she was pregnant, an experience that really shook her. How did Nana summon the courage to keep fighting after experiencing such a traumatic and violent act?
There was a time I was dropped in the basement of Central Police. Women would come in there and kick me and jump over my feet that I had sprained ankles on both sides. By the time I was freed, I had swollen, I couldn't walk. And then as a businesswoman, my business requires me to travel. Sometimes I'm in Nairobi, sometimes I'm in Dar es Salaam. You come out and most times I'm released from police. I have to go straight to hospital. They arrest you, they beat you. They do things intentionally to, just cause pain. So the time you spend like in the hospital, there are times I've really thought I'm just going to get out of here and mind my business. And then you come out and the same things over which you're, sharing, voicing for the voiceless, they are not changing. It's only sometimes becoming worse. For me, knowing that my work has a higher purpose is what keeps me going. There's a higher purpose. That sort of, I think, fuels this very rough journey of activism. Otherwise, any normal person, people have asked themselves, when I got arrested among the Gen Zs for coming up to resist corruption just end of July, a few months ago, you come out and the moment you get maybe with a clip with a national telly, what they captured on MTV, and people are like, when do people ever learn? Somebody had commented. You see comments, and they don't mean bad. They are well-meaning. Someone is saying, it's a good thing to know, to learn about risk, to know about risk, to appreciate risk, fear, to learn to fear.
Well, this is what's going to happen. You will not sit here in these fancy places, be on our taxes.
One of the most defining moments in Nana's journey as an activist came in 2018 when she boldly disrupted a high-level tax policy meeting at Protea Hotel. Her courageous action was not just a protest, it was a direct challenge to the status quo. Nana's bold move caught the attention of not only those present at the meeting, but also people around the world, as she demanded to know why leaders fail to represent ordinary citizens like herself.
I don't care anymore. We have feared everything there is to fear.
Protea makes me smile a little bit because, complicated as it was, since then, I have always believed that this was a message that even God himself was part of. When Protea happened, that morning I had gone there is a suburb called Ntinda in Kampala here. I had gone there. It was a normal day for me. I had gone to my shop, Nana's Next Era. I had opened. I always set a simple screen to sometimes inform myself in my free time if we are not working. I remember it was a holiday time. It was towards the end of a school holiday, and I was there with one of my twin daughters, Kisha, and I just turned on my television set. I think I told you I love my faith. I used to watch a certain faith channel. I think it's a South African faith channel. I turned it on just to watch that. So as I flipped through the channels, having arrived at work and set up for the day, for people to start coming in, so I consult with my little tele and putting it on, flipping through the channels to get where I wanted. I stumbled upon this channel, and for some reason, for moments I looked. It was a live happening, I would later learn. But for me, what called to me to pause with my remote there was a leader at the moment saying something that seemed to suggest that they as leaders were there to sort of enjoy as we work hard. I remember that his insinuations or his words stung me so hard. It was like a bee had stung me. It was like something had been injected in me to push to push something to be said from me. A passion just engulfed me. I said, did he just say this? First I asked myself, is it some kind of acting? Did he really say this? And he's sitting there in the same room. I look, it has other leaders. There was the then Minister of State for Finance, and there were other leaders and other representatives, I think, from like donors. And there was an NGO that I think had organized that sitting. And I'm reading tax enhancement, how to enhance the tax base. And questions are running in my head. Enhance the tax base for whose benefit?
Ugandans is murder. Lockdown.
While Nana's activism is driven by her personal experiences, she emphasizes that solidarity has been the pillar of her journey. Without the support of others, her fight would be a much harder one. In a world where standing up for justice often comes with a price, Nana's work has always been supported by a network of fellow activists who share her vision for change.
Solidarity is so key that indeed, if it weren't for solidarity, some of the things I have done, I think I might at some points have given up. I think I'm not superhuman, by the way. I'm just human. I bleed when I fall and bruise. So I'm just as human as the next. Solidarity with, I've stood in solidarity with Dr. Stella Nyanzi over the years when she went to jail for those 18 months and plus. We were there. I was with her sisters, her family, the children. I don't know how many times I visited the prison. I shared a lot of useful information from her until the prison banned me from ever accessing or visiting her. because at one point they learned, she did a lot of writing. And she's a very resourceful, very, genius. She's great. So she would share something, thinking it's small. She's like, I find her there and she's, Nana, lice, the lice. I'd find her in her little dress. She fought a big war at the prison. It's the same prison I went months ago.
Nana's life is a testament to the power of resilience. Despite all the challenges, she believes that the future of activism lies in the hands of the next generation, young women who are ready to take on the fight. She offers a message to those who may be feeling discouraged or overwhelmed by the weight of the world around them.
My work always rotated so much about women. I was always so passionate about women rights. But the Uganda we are in now, it dictates that you cannot just concentrate on the women. So I would generalize it. What I would have for the activists out there, particularly women activists, challenging as the times may seem, challenging as our role in activism, in defending our very rights, we do not have the option to back out. We have to, what in Kiswahili they would say, vumilia. We have a purpose to remain focused. Propaganda will be there, smear campaigns will be initiated. You will even lose a body part like me. I told you I'm only 47. This is like the prime of my time. But I lost my uterus 6 years ago at 41. I don't have a womb. I mean, what worse pain could any woman? I got dewomaned by those that should protect me. So why should I back out? I don't promise you, the young activists today, that this is going to be simple.